Welcome back. We have a tiny little lead. That he was at Oxford for
There
something?
was a conference, something to do with double glazing. In Oxford?
I think this is the one from
Are you
last time.
sure?
Yeah, this is the one from
What
last
would you be
time.
doing in Oxford if there was no conference?
Oh.
I remember calling him.
Oh.
He said it was boring and he spent most of the time at the bar.
That is the bar where he met Hannah? Eve? I've got them backwards again. Because I thought Hannah was the one with the tattoo. But Eve is the... Unless this is her lying. This is... No, this is into July. So she should be pretty obvious about who she is at this point to the investigators, I
It was
think.
supposed to be a secret. Just because Simon is dead doesn't mean I have to give up all his secrets. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to Simon. No one murdered my husband because he cheated his expenses for a romantic weekend in Oxford.
I have no recollection of that clip. Fuck. I probably saw that ages ago too and just didn't register it. Expenses? I mean, that would be like a red herring anyway, of just like he was killed because he lied about his payments for a work function or something. But man, I've missed enough things at this point. It's making me suspicious of what simple things I might have glossed over. I was thinking that it might have been an expenses thing at home of just they didn't have a lot of money. But like I think I already looked most of that up. Let's look at variations on this. Cost. That's all about the mirror is what I expected, but maybe that's a dead end too. Worry or worried. If we're looking at the database and assuming that this is like by day in order, then we've seen like all the clips at the end and all the clips at the very beginning, but not... I wish I could... What about price? No prices. Okay, what about the kid? Variations on... we already did child and children. Boy. Oh, there's something. And we'll look at girl
I wouldn't
too.
say that. It could be passionate. It's just, it was more than that. It wasn't just sex like I had been with the other boys.
Oh, there's something too. And then we'll look up passionate.
Okay.
Or passion.
There's a girl and she's staring out of the window. She's sad. She's trapped. She's here. She's looking out the window because her mother won't let her out.
You know, we did parents, but I don't think we did mother and father or mom and dad. So we could do that too.
I would have been a good mother. I was young, but I would have been a good mother. She was a girl, by the way, the baby. We were going to call her Sarah.
Sarah. That's a name we haven't had
Simon
before.
wanted to call her Ava after his nana, but I didn't want her to have a symmetrical name.
I feel like that's important. Let's see. Passion, passionate. Special? I think we've done special, but... Okay, let's see. Mother... Mother, bunch of entries. Oh, there we go. Okay. Nothing for... It's weird, though, the way, you know, you have to define... Because this is not really a... it's entirely by the script, right? So, searching for specific terms is difficult because the way people talk is not super consistent. Somebody might say mother a bunch and dad, as we're seeing, but not say father or mom.
No, they were shut. Most of the windows were really hard to open anyway. It's stifling in summer. They were painted over by my dad. Could have left a door open accidentally. Or there's a cat flap in the back door.
Cat flap. I'm gonna look up windows and glaziers, maybe. There's multiple mentions of a cat?
No, no cat. My parents had a cat before they died called Domino. It was this little black thing with white dots. And we never did anything about the cat flap, but if you were thin, you could maybe squeeze through it.
For a cat flap? It must be a big fucking cat flap. Most dog doors you can't get through. Normal people can't get through.
We loved our cat, Domino. He had this little bell around his neck to stop him from killing birds in the garden. And we used to write each other notes and put them in the bell, and we could send them to each other. Mum found some of the notes once, and she thought I was just writing to myself because our handwriting was identical.
What about
We had
notes?
our own words for things, so she didn't quite understand them anyway.
That's a lot of things for notes. Bell. About window or door. Man, we're like, I feel like we're really close, but it's just not. What about like she says like, oh, we're telling each other stories. It's very meta, but stories plural, that picked up something.
Okay. Sounds weird. I'm not great at making up stories.
That's not really true. This is the long one.
I'm not sure where the dollhouse came from. I don't know if it was given to them or they inherited it. I mean, they wouldn't have had the money to buy it, was so huge. It must have been taken up to the attic in parts and then reassembled up there. It's a beautiful thing. Wallpaper to scale, little furniture, the lights work, mirrors, beds, big duvets and pillows. We spent hours and hours playing in it, invented all these characters and families who lived there. We wrote paperwork for them all.
What family?
Passports, diaries, gave them all really elaborate stories. Once, a moth got trapped in there. We'd left a light on. It was making the most horrendous noise. We tried to kill it, but it was tough. We ended up crushing it under a copy of the Arabian Nights.
This whole clip feels like it's there, like it's a little bit overt, but it's still pretty subtle of like, here's how you get a link. Like we've structured these videos so that has a lot of content in it all of a sudden. And if you're early in the game, you're like, oh, there's a bunch going on here and that I wasn't aware of, because like that's got so many different words and things to talk about and all that. She really likes aesthetic stuff. Color. Beautiful. Cute. She said cute earlier. What about strange? Strange, okay.
No. I'm not sure what strange would be, but he hasn't been acting odd.
Or odd.
He's been busy at work, but
Or weird.
nothing too stressful.
Since we're missing a bunch from the... Well, I guess it's spread out. Why do we not have anything in this section? Unusual. Did I spell that right? Could have sworn she just said that. What about just police? Investigate, investigation. Clue or clues. Or mystery. They like stories. They like fantasy and they like art. They like music. They like secrets. They don't want to share their secrets. What about wife or husband? They have entries, but not super clear. What about the things they do? They go to bar, they have a pretty simple life. They're mostly about their work. Well, Hannah and Eve. Hannah doesn't really work. Work or working. Or worked. Not hard, just or difficult. Two. How about man, this is really stymieing. silly. Or absurd. These sound like things she might say. I'm fishing now. I think we already let's do a lot of emotions. Angry, anger, sad, sadness, worry, concern. This is tough. Guilty. Oh, hey.
Yes. I thought about telling Hannah. I felt guilty after the kiss. But then it began to feel like this was the way it should be.
Should. Sharing?
Before. He never mentioned her to me. There was the Simon with me and the Simon with her.
Huh.
It was almost like it was a different Simon. But
what about innocent instead of guilty? Oh, hey. More from the lie detector?
I can take this stuff off now. Did I prove I'm innocent?
Or prove. What was the thing before? Fuck, I was gonna search something else.
Yes.
Sharing. Prove and sharing. We'll do that. We'll look those up next time.